This broadcast is presented to you by Mayo Clinic, the #1 hospital in the world. This broadcast is presented to
Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Emirates Polo Championships International. More action from the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club here this afternoon. It's match day 4, and we find ourselves here for the 2 p.m. clash on the Sultan bin Zayed field. And this clash will be contested between Ancora Lamar and Bansali. Let's have a look at the two teams. Ancora Lamar, Khaled Al Omran takes the #1 shirt. At 2, playing alongside his father, is Santos Iriarte off 3 goals. Jose Riglos Hijo is in the 3 shirt off a 6-goal handicap. And at the back, Tommy Iriarte also off 3 goals, completing the 12-goal handicap limit here for the Emirates Polo Championships International, as too do their opponents. Bansali, Rishi Bansali takes the #1 shirt. At 2, the Englishman Tom Brodie with an R, not Tom Bodie, as the scoreboard would suggest. At 3, the very talented Gonzalo Santamarina, who's played so well this season here in the UAE. He's off 6 goals. And at the back, Ariel Ponzi completes the Bansali lineup. The 2 umpires on field, Chris Hyde and Matthias Bavieni. Mr. Santiago Torreguitar is in the 3rd-man chair alongside me here in the commentary position. And those are the 3 officials who are going to keep the boys in check. Quite windy down here in Abu Dhabi. Not particularly warm. Both teams are 12 goals, and we are underway. Khaled Al Omran turning there and finding a nice backhander through the pack. But Tom Brodie is there in defence here for Bansali. Brodie. Waiting for him will be Santos Iriarte. That one's been cut out towards Paisa. Ariel Ponce, who goes by the name of Paisa. Picked up now by Tommy Iriarte with all the experience you would hope to have at the back for your team. Punch forward there by Tommy. Rishi's found a nice way through there onto the ball. And the backhander there from Paisa will release Santamarina, and Santamarina has gone beyond the last man, and he's found a nice under-the-neck shot. Has he got the horse? He just put a little bit too much angle on that, and that's allowed 2 Iriartes to get involved. First one to pick up the ball there is Santos. Sweeping it across the field here, Iriarte, the #2 for the white shirts of Ancora Lamar. Found a pass out towards Riglos, and that was lucky. That one went through and under the pony of Riglos. Could have gone anywhere, but he's lost control. Brodie comes in, and Brodie has his stick raised. The umpire's whistle has gone, and that will be the first foul of the match here with 6:27 on the clock. And there's the replay. The contact no good there. Brodie set himself and straightened up on that line, had control of the play, and the ball has been dropped down, by the looks of things, on the 40-yard marker. There's going to be a penalty 3. Both of these teams looking to go 2 from 2. Both of them had a victory in their first outings. Ancora Lamar beat AM Polo 10-5, slightly flattering that scoreline. AM were good, but they couldn't score any goals. And that one ended up 10-5 in favour of Ancora Lamar. Here comes Santamarina, the 6-goal Argentine from 40 yards. Got the height. Is it straight? It is. The goal judge likes it, and so too does Gonzalo Santamarina as he circles back and shapes back to come back to the centre of the field. Bansali take the lead here. They go 1-0. And, of course, Bansali also having won their first outing, and they beat a very gallant Jingiri 8-5.5. And once again, maybe the scoreline a little bit flattering for Bansali there. Jingiri were in that match right until the end. There was a couple of late breakaway goals which potentially flattered Bansali, but a good contest there between Bansali and Jingiri. So both these teams having won their first one, looking to go 2 from 2 as Brodie comes in here and picks up the ball and he's going to try and get past Khaled Al Omran, who comes in for a piece of the action. Khaled, a very established player from Saudi Arabia, well mounted. And that one straight into the lap of Riglos. He's over the top of that, though. He's got some support here from Santos. Santos Iriarte on the loop here, goes across the field, glances over his shoulder not once but twice to assess his options. And he's attracted the attentions of Santamarina, who comes in here for the steal. Bit of a scrap there for possession as that one's played, and it's popped out very nicely here for Tom Brodie, and Brodie says thank you very much. Santamarina tucks in behind. What's the 4-goal Englishman got here? He's up over the halfway line, being tracked here by Tommy Iriarte. Goes Tom Brodie. He's going to leave it here for his teammate Ariel Ponce. And were they told to use it? They were. There was a use it call. Brodie left the ball for his teammate, and his teammate needed to come in and either run that ball at pace or hit it and release it long, and he did neither. He took another slow touch, and as a result, it's going to be a penalty 5 here. A spot hit in favour of the defending team, the white shirts of Ancora La Mar. We're back in play. It's Tommy. Riglos went off to change his stick, I think. He's back on field. There's the cut shot. It's long. Santamarina will have a chance to come in here, but look at the pace here on the pony from Riglos. Riglos coming in. Santamarina wanted the whistle. Riglos is down in on goal. Riglos with the perfect little flick around the corner, and he's got the score. And a ripple of applause from the clubhouse side of the field. Super skills by the 6-goal Argentine. And, well, once he had escaped the attentions of Santamarina, who was there with his stick raised, he had the skill to get around the corner and to level this match. It's 1-1 in the first. A little bit of confusion as to whether they were or were not going to change, and they have decided to stop the clock here with 4:06, and the players are nipping off to change their ponies. This is the first of 2 matches here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Game 7 and Game 8 on match day 4 in this Emirates Polo Championships International. And this will be followed by a 4 p.m. game between AM Polo and Jengiri. Players just coming back out onto the field. 2 very good teams here. Bansali, having played in the previous 12-goal up in Dubai at the Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club, and they did enough to win it, didn't they? Just came up a fraction short. They were ahead and dominating that game against UAE and played so well throughout the tournament, but they just got pipped at the post, having lost that final narrowly, and they'll be back hoping to go one further here in this Ghantoot 12-goal as Riglos works this one around the corner, escapes the attentions of Paisa, finds a little pocket of space here. Santamarina comes across. That's a nice measured under the neck shot away from all the traffic. Brodie is coming in, and Brodie was beaten to the ball there by Khaled Al Omran, who did pretty well in the end, but he's just nudged that one wide of the target, and the ball is out of play. Ponzi brings the ball back in for Bansali. Finds a nice cut shot pass out to old Santamarina. In fact, it's a little bit too long on that line, and that's allowed Riglos to jump in and get some contact on his opposite 6-goal player and steal the ball away here. This is good skills by Riglos working this one back towards goal. He's got to get past Paiser. He plucks the ball out of the air. Superstar, but he's left it behind right in front of the goal. Rishi is there with a wild swipe in defence, but no damage done here for Bansali. They've got possession back, and it's Santa Marina coming away with the ball. Appealing there as the ride-off came in from Santos. But Gonzalo Santamarina finds a nice one. That's a lovely pass. Look at this. Rishi is in. Rishi under pressure here from Khaled Al-Omran. Goes near side. Bansali over the top of the play there as he cancels himself out there with Khaled Al-Omran. Good work there by both of the sponsors and owners of these teams. Al-Omran comes back in on the near side. Little flick there on the near side with a backhander from Ponsi. But back in defence here is Tommy Uriarte. Tommy spinning the corner. Looking to launch this one forward for a little slip there by Tom Brodie as he came round the corner, and he's done well to stay in the saddle here, Brodie. Al-Omran punches that one down towards goal. This is going. It's going all the way. Brilliant start from Khaled Al-Omran. Well, there's the replay from the drone. And Khaled just got so much wood on it. It was a brilliant first-time shot. And he split the post right in the middle. Brilliant goal. The number one for Ancora, who, well, as you can see, can play polo, and he's got some horses, and you leave him at your peril. Backhander comes in from Rishi. Open, lofted backhander from Riglos, turns them around once again, but it's going to be Brodie. Back in defence here for the orange shirts of Bansali. Oh, and Tom Brodie went to pull the trigger there on that next shot, and I don't know if the pony's stomach, it looked like she jinked on him a little bit and didn't do him any favours at all, but he's done really well and kept his composure, and he's found a pass down towards Rishi, and Rishi's done very well against the 6-goal Argentine Riglos. Eventually gets hooked out of the place. Santa Marina will pick up the pieces here, and Santa Marina is working this one around the corner. He's got away from Santos, but he can't get away from Riglos, who gets a good hook in, and the ball has trickled out of play and over the back line. Clock ticks down inside the last minute. In fact, there'll be 15 seconds of play before the first hooter. And there will be time for Tommy Uriarte to get the ball back into play. One of two Uriarte's playing in this Ancora team. He's made a bit of a meal of it, to be fair. And that's not the knock-in of his dreams. And, well, a whistle as Riglos came in to try and mop that error up, but Tom Brodie came in flying down the line. He straightened up. He had his stick raised. The whistle was sounded. That is the end of the first chukker, ladies and gentlemen. A really, really good chukker of polo between two very good sides. Ancora with the advantage after that wonderful goal by Khaled Al-Omran. At the break, it's 2-1.
Welcome to the prestigious Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club, where world-class training meets unmatched passion for horses. Join our new horse training classes and learn from the best. Be a part of our legacy of excellence.
Well, welcome back to all of our Polo Line TV viewers. Thousands of people on the live stream watching this one. And as they come back, they'll see the aerial shots of that foul. And it was Riglos trying to make amends for a bit of a unfortunate knock-in as far as Ancora Lamar were concerned. They made a bit of a meal of it, and they've conceded a close-range penalty, and this is a golden opportunity here for Santa Marina to tie the scores early doors in the second chaka. Penalty 2, 30-yard attempt. And he punches it through, as you would expect, a man of his talent and composure. And we have a tied game here. It's 2-2 between Ancora Lamar and Bansali. Quite slow coming back, aren't they, Ancora? They only just got into position. That was very Sunday morning. It is, in fact, Sunday afternoon, of course, as Riglos escapes with the ball and he goes beyond Brodin. He's found a little bit of space here, picks up the bounce. Riglos back to the offside. Keep going here, and he's carving his way through the traffic, and a little flick will get the job done. There's nothing Rishi Bansali could have done. And once again, super skills. Two very accomplished six-goal players on display. And Santa Marina and Riglos really turning on the charm here. This time it is Riglos who carves his way through the Bansali defence, and he's opened up an advantage once again. It's 3-2. We're back in play. Possession is up for grabs. Santa Marina loops around and calls Ponzi out of the play. They're appealing for the live play block, and they may have a point. That's the first throw-in that we've had Bansali come up with the ball. Umpires have blown the whistle. Tommy Uriarte was the man who was trying to get across to the ball carrier. He had his stick raised, and the whistle has sounded and has given a penalty 5 here in favour of Ancora Lamar. Tommy's going to circle round and take this. He's got his son Santos, the number 2, going downfield on the bay pony. Staying closer to him is Jose Riglos. Riglos goes now. And that one just a bit too close to Ariel Ponzi. There's the shot from the drone. So both teams exchanging penalty 5s here around the centre of the field. This one has gone in favour of Bansali, and a chance for them to try and get downfield and level this match once again. Santos comes in for the steal, and a belated whistle. Very hard to see from this angle, but just discussing whether Santos was too close, or whether he came around the front there to meet. Either way, Matias Babieni in a very good position, looking straight down that. So here's the replay. And there you have it. Umpires have had a chat. They've decided to go down to the penalty 4 marker. It's going to be a 60. Well, the games are coming fast and furious for you on Polo Line TV, ladies and gentlemen. Not only do we have this game 7 here between Ancora Lamar and Bansali, followed by a 4 p.m. clash on the Sheikh Zayed field between AM Polo and Jingiri. And then tomorrow we have 2 more games from the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club here in Abu Dhabi. The first of which will be Ghantoot versus El Basha, and that will be followed up by Abu Dhabi taking on Habtoor. Penalty 4. It's very blustery. Where's the wind going? It might be well wind assisted here. Here comes Santa Marina. Well, he's come to a grinding halt on the pony, kept his composure. He's got good contact on it, and I think he scored. Well, they're having a good look at this. Had to be close to that post. We have a goal by the looks of it. The umpires are coming back to the centre. The Whites, needless to say, want the knock-in, and they're claiming that they thought it was wide, but good composure there from Santa Marina after the pony came to a grinding halt and just opened on him a little bit, so he ended up hitting a slight neck shot, but he found the target, and Bansali have equalised here. It's 3-3. Possession up for grabs. Rishi Bansali there with a nice little nudge around the corner. He's over the top of the play. Tommy has it. Iriarte out towards Riglos. Riglos just adjusting this lovely pony and coming out towards the boards here. Sets himself. Oh, a big swing and a miss there. Tom Brody coming in and getting a good hook on Tommy Iriarte. But Riglos has done well and reacted very fast and retained possession here for the Whites. Tommy trying to find a way through the traffic, and he's smashed that one downfield, but it's taken a deflection off Tom Brody, and there's a whistle with just about 5 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. The ball's been dropped down. It's a penalty 5, a spot hit. Santa Marina just adjusting some tack. He's got a loose boot. There's a bit of a wardrobe malfunction on the pony of Gonzalo Santa Marina. So we'll have a short break here. Looks like a little bit of tape may be needed. Santa Marina back onto the field and ready for action. Here comes Paisa. Right is the call. And he's done well there, Ponzi, because he had to try and avoid the pony of Santos Iriarte. Riglos hasn't seen the flight of the ball, and that's allowed Santa Marina to come in onto that mishit of his own. And he leaves it here for Brody. Brody sets himself and goes back towards Santa Marina. It's a lovely pass from Tom Brody, and Santa Marina is flying. Can he pick up the bouncing ball? He's in on goal. Oh, they want the whistle as Ponzi came across and tried to block Santos. And the whistle has gone. There's certainly no contact there from the number 4 from Bansali. Did he cut across in front of Santos Iriarte? The umpires seem to think to. So they're just having a chat with Santos about the appeal. Just a warning on this occasion for the young Iriarte. And it's going to be a spot hit here in favour of the Whites. So a really good opportunity there. Goes begging for Bansali. Santa Marina was in on goal, wasn't he? And he doesn't look like missing much. The Whites have it in the form of Tommy Iriarte, who goes under his pony's neck out towards Riglos. Well read here by Gonzalo Santa Marina. The two 6-goal Argentines having a real tussle here in the ride-off, and Santa Marina's done really well. He's got plenty of scrap and bite about him, hasn't he? There's a spot hit to the Whites. That challenge coming in on the Bansali back, and it was agricultural at best. tense passage of play this. Two very good teams. As Tommy dances into some space and goes past his opposite number. Iriarty canes that one down towards goal. Khalil Al-Rahman looking for the touch there, trying to straighten that one back into a dangerous area. Backhander comes in from Tommy, but it will be Ariel Ponce putting the brakes on here, deep in defence for Bansali. Brody is there. Brody wants the whistle. It's stolen by Santos. Santos nudges it up towards goal, takes the contact, goes to the near side. Oh, he's left it behind. But there's a whistle as Tommy came flying through. Let's have a look at the drone replay here. Umpires are giving the players a chance to come off and change. It's 3-4-5 on the clock here in the second. We're locked at 3 goals apiece between Ancora and Bansali. And the player's going to nip off for a half free change. Ainsley MVP saddle, where passion meets purpose. If you haven't checked out Ainsley Saddlery, well, you need to, because they're doing some great things in polo. Ross Ainsley and the team really moved things on. The technology and the fitting of saddles and all equipment, equine and other. That's Ainsley Saddlery, one of the sponsors here on Polo Line TV. Check out what they're up to. And they really are. A lot of players raving about the Ainsley saddles. Bansali coming back onto the field. That's Rishi and Tom Brody having a chat, the number 1 and 2 respectively. And just as the players came off there, some good captaincy coming in from Santa Marina, having a chat with his players and making sure that they kept themselves tight-lipped. Does not want his team to concede any technical penalties for back chat, and he was making that quite clear to his players as he came off the field. So good captaincy by Gonzalo Santamarina, but they are facing a close range penalty here, and here comes Riglos circling around for a penalty 2, looking to put Ancora back in the lead here, 4-3. Pretty casual, he's got it. It looked a little bit close to that right-hand post. The goal judge just stepping across, but it's inside that upright, and the goal is good. And Ancora back into the lead here, 4-3, with just about 3.5 minutes remaining here in the second. Yeah, certainly been plenty of fouls, haven't there? 5 apiece in a chukker and a half. 10 fouls in the game. A lot of them coming in this second chukker. Umpires having a chat with the players before they get us back underway. This one's popped out the back for Santos. Puts the brakes on. Brody goes flying by and then comes back at him with a big ride-off. But Santos has muscled his way past Tom Brody. And Santos Iriarty has shown a little bit too much of that too. Paisa Ponce comes in for the hook, backed up here by Dad. Here comes Tommy. Open backhand attempt here by Tommy, back towards goal. Big ride-off by Santos. But that one is going to be kicked by a pony, and it's wide of the target and out to the left. Possession back with Bansali from their own back line. That one's gone out towards Santa Marina, who drops in on that little cut pass out towards the boards. And he's put the hammer down. He's tried to go past Riglos, and the 2 6-goalers cancel each other out. Santos, first to surface here for the Whites. A little bit of cat and mouse here between him and Santa Marina. Comes in with a well-timed ride-off, firm but fair. Ponce has to yield and get out of the way there because the contact was pretty poor in the ride-off there against Tommy Uriarte. Tommy has it now, and he's just working this one up over the halfway line, finds a little bit of space there with a show and go. Santos thinks about coming in, but eventually leaves it there for his father, and Riglos is in here on goal. Riglos with a nice-looking touch. He's looking for an approach shot. He's over the top of it, and Santa Marina, little open backhander, will momentarily get them away from the danger zone, but Santos back in possession here. Santa Marina. Stolen back by Riglos. Possession changing hands left, right and centre here. It's like a pinball game at the moment. And here comes Tommy Uriarte trying to work this around the corner. It's got beyond Tom Brody. Santos is there for a piece of the action. But look at this. Santa Marina was waiting. He read the play and he's stolen the ball and he's absolutely flying down the field. Coming back hard is Khalid Al-Omran, so too is Riglos. But Santa Marina looking for the approach shot. He sweeps it under his pony's neck. It's on the money. It's going across the face of goal. He's overcooked it and he's wide to the left. Great drone shot there of Gonzalo. Santa Marina just going wide of the target. Brody's got his stick raised. Seems to be an issue with Tom Brody's tack. And the clock will stop with 48 seconds remaining here until half-time. We'd love to hear from some of our Polo Line TV viewers. There are various ways of doing that. Instagram @PoloLineOK, Facebook is @PoloLineInt, and YouTube @PoloLine TV. Let us know where you're watching this Emirates Polo Championships international action from and who you're supporting, and we will get a shout out to you as and when we can. I'm hoping that we're going to have plenty of people, seeing as it's Sunday, might be early for some, on the globe of polo, but it'd be great to hear your messages and who you're supporting, and we will try and mention you as and when we can. Still Tom Brody on the floor there with some adjustment to his pony's tack. Looks like it might be a noseband or maybe a rein, who knows. But they're waving down to the corner of the field. Doesn't look like Tom Brody's going to be able to sort this out. Don't forget, we've got AM Polo versus Jengiri. That's at 4 p.m. We're going to dismantle the Polo Line equipment and move across to the Sheikh Zayed field for our 4 p.m. clash between AM and Jengiri, both of whom are looking for their first victory in this Emirates Polo Championships International. We also have action from Emirates, and we will be live from Emirates for the finals day as Tom Brody comes in. Backhander out towards Rishi Bansali. Santos is there. Santos under pressure from Rishi Bansali. 30-second hooter goes. Riglos comes in to try and tidy things up. And Rishi Bansali could not resist diving in and trying to play the ball. The umpires didn't like it. The whistle has gone. And it is half-time here. The first of our two games. And at the break, Ancora with the advantage. 4-3 over Bansali.
It was a very tough game. We won just by a little bit, just by a half we won. It was an intense game. 6 goals just in the first chukker. Very fast game. It's way faster. It's a different level compared to the other tournaments I played. You don't have time to think, you just have to be going. My job is to take my man away and annoy their mans. Because if I annoy the professional in their team, then I have one man out. He told me just listen to what the captain of your team says. Whatever the captain of your team says is your job. That's what I was thinking about the whole game. Taking my man away and taking their man away. I've played some 10 goals. I've played some 10 goals, but the 12 goal is faster, yes. Yes, I will keep playing. Any 12, 10 goals that come up, I will be playing, yes. Yes, Juancho Marcos, I played it up, but Simon is the new addition to the team. He's very good player. Got MVP today. And Marcos Juancho, I play with them a lot of different tournaments. I have experience with them, yes. Yes, I play. I don't practice any other sports, but I do athletics, running. Because polo is more of a team sport. You need to cooperate with your team if you want to win. Athletics is just you and yourself. You just have to run. That's it. No, of course, I want to continue polo till I'm older. I love the sport. I've grew up playing polo. I grew up around horses. I enjoy it a lot, yes.
We come back from the halftime break with the innovative play of the match. Mayo Clinic breakthrough moment.
Willens may outrun his opposite marker here, and it's all about Tommy Willens on the near side. Picks up an absolute beauty. He's down to the 60. Willens goes back to the near side. The approach shot looks pretty good. What a goal this could be from Tommy Willens. A beauty. Well, that's exactly what they needed, and they needed it right then.
It was a very tough game. We won just by a little bit, just by half we won. It was an intense game. 6 goals just in the first chapter. Very fast game.
Well, welcome back to our Polo Line TV viewers on the live stream. Nice little half-time interview there by Khalaf Al-Khabtour. It was so good we almost played it twice. A young man enjoying his polo at the moment and going from strength to strength, from season to season. Good to see Khalaf Al-Khabtour out there playing for the Khabtour team and enjoying his polo. Players are just coming back for the start of the third chukker here. Ancora ahead in this very tight game. 4 goals to 3 currently in favour of the Whites. Who are we missing? We're missing Rishi Bansali. He's just mounting up now. The other 7, plus the 2 umpires, are ready and waiting at the top end of the field. Looks like we're all set and ready. Tommy Iriarty coming in now to start the second half of this match. He's found a pass out towards Santos, who's on the grey. Pass just coming up a little bit short, and that's allowed Tom Brody to nip in and put Santos Iriarty under a bit of pressure. Santa Marina with a little half turn, and then a shot down towards goal. As he got it, he has. He's found a way through. And a nice start for the second half here for the orange shirts of Bansali. They tie the match here at 4s. Ball pops out the back of the throw and picked up here by the Englishman Tom Brodie. He's picked up a nice half volley, muscles his way past Santos. And there was a hook. A hook potentially across the back of the horse. Let's have another look at the replay.
Is it a foul hook or not? Okay. Yeah, we have a foul hook. There's a foul hook there.
So the umpire's just coming upstairs and having a chat with the third man on this occasion. Of course, the third man has the benefit of the replay. And courtesy of Polo Line's technology and skill, we can slow that down and have a look at that replay 2 or 3 times and help out those 2 on-field umpires who are mic'd up with the third man here. And on this occasion, the penalty has gone in Tom Brodie's favour. There was a foul hook across the back of the pony, and the ball has been dropped down on the 40-yard line. So a chance for Bansali to take the lead here. Santa Marina looking for 5 goals to 4. It's hard, and it's straight, and there's nothing that Riglos could do to stop that one from crossing the line. And Bansali into the lead here with about 6.5 minutes remaining in the third. We're back in play. Rishi's there. Didn't quite get much on that backhander. Brodie coming in under pressure there from Khalid Al-Omran, and he's done very well here, Khalid. Got some support from Santos, but Brodie was wise to that challenge from Santos and just got the hook there on the Argentine. And his teammate Ariel Ponce brings the ball forward here, trying to launch an attack for Bansali. Paisa up over the halfway line, very scrappy at the moment as he puts that one under the pony of Tommy Uriarte, who opens up and gets the defensive backhander in. Santa Marina can't deal with that, and that's allowed Riglos to pick up the bouncing ball not once but twice. Trying to get back to the ball here. He'll have to yield and give Brodie a chance to open that backhander up towards Ponce. Tommy putting the brakes on. Orange is called out. Here comes Jose Riglos, being tracked by Paisa, so he leaves it here for Tommy. Tommy has got the attentions of Santa Marina, and he fires that one down towards goal. This is going to be close. Going back hard here is Tom Brodie, but it's gone wide. No clue from the goal judge. To be fair to him, he was taking evasive action with a load of horses running at him, and it has just slipped past that post. Score remains 5-4, and the ball is at the feet of Ariel Paisa Ponce here from his own back line. Santa Marina breaking out to the right-hand side, wants a short cut shot pass out towards the boards. That's where it's gone. He's attracted the attentions of Santos, so he's left it here for his number 4. Ponce punches it down the boards. Riglos is there in defence, gets there ahead of Tom Brodie. Santa Marina. Brodie swoops in and takes that one from Tommy Uriarte, and Tom Brodie now with a chance to sweep this one around the corner. In comes the challenge there, but Brodie is still going. He has a little goal shot. Tom Brodie, he's wide. Good bit of play there by Bansali, but they're off target, and it will be a knock-in to the white shirts of Ancora when we come back. The umpires blow the whistle, an opportunity for the players to come off and change their ponies with 3:51 on the clock here in the third. Nice shots from the drone over the four Ancora Lamar players down there. Here come Bansali. Santa Marina there, the captain, having a good season here in the UAE. Leads his team back onto the field. Both these teams played 1-1-1, so whoever wins this will be in a very good position to advance further throughout this Emirates Polo Championships International. 8 teams, of course, and these two doing battle here to try and come up trumps and go 2 from 2. Currently Bansali with that narrow advantage, 5-4. But it's been nip and tuck, hasn't it? No team going more than 1 goal to the good throughout this contest, and you'd expect it to remain the same throughout. Tommy goes long and out towards Riglos. Ariel Ponce decides to yield and allow Riglos to come through here on the chestnut. He's tried to take that one at speed. Santa Marina with a really good reach there on the near side. He's done really well to get something on that, and that's put it into the path of Brody. Brody downfield over on the far side of the pitch, but Santa Marina has been beaten to the ball here by Riglos, and Riglos showing his skills around the corner out of the air. Switches to the near side here under pressure there from Santa Marina. In fact, he's left it there for Tommy, and Tommy's punched it downfield. They're down in the corner, and Riglos will have to try and work this one back towards goal. But in trying to do so, the ball has been hoofed out of play, and it's going to be a knock-in here to Bansali. Santa Marina leaves the ball for Paisa Ponce. Paisa on the grey. Going to him is Riglos, and that's allowed that little pass to go out towards Santa Marina, but good work there from Tommy Uriarte, who's turning sharply here. Can he get in on goal? Tommy leans out, gets the hook, still going here is Uriarte, nudges that one. Has he shown too much of that to Santa Marina? He's in on goal, it's Uriarte. Where's he gone with it? He's gone across the face, but there was a whistle, potentially playing an advantage there as Santa Marina leaning back, tried to get bat on ball and stop that one from going goal-bound. And it will be a short, close-range penalty too here, and a chance for Ancora to level up here with 2 minutes and 25 remaining in the third. Converts it with no problem at all. And we do have a tie game here between Ancora and Bansali. Tied at 5s. Polo Line also transmitting live from Emirates today. Azerbaijan currently 5-4 ahead in the last chukker in a 5th place playoff. Emirates live and direct on Polo Line TV throughout this afternoon. All the action from across the world as Santa Marina once again shows his skills and brings this one back towards goal. Can he escape the attentions of Santos? He can't. Santos with a hook, and he's been backed up here by Tommy. Tommy takes the nudge and the ride off there and leaves the ball here to Riglos, and Riglos comes around the corner and he's gone away from Tom Brody, who had his stick raised. Here comes Riglos up over the halfway line. A lovely looking shot here from Riglos. He's being tracked here by Santa Marina. The 2 6-goalers coming together once again. It's a horse race, and it's skill and it's near side play, and this is going. Oh, saved. Santa Marina with a brilliant read and a lovely flick backhander. Paisa Ponce latches onto that, and he cuts that one around the corner, and it's end-to-end stuff here between Bansali and Ancora. Near side flick from Santos. Brody once again appealing for the foul. Rishi Bansali's there for a piece of the action. So too is Tommy Uriarte, who turns sharply and picks up possession here for Ancora. Tommy launching that one down towards Riglos. Riglos is in here. Can he find the next shot? Approach. He's in on goal. Bansali has to yield. And Rishi Bansali in the right place at the right time, getting out of the way. Riglos couldn't quite work it back towards goal, and the chance has gone wide to the right. Not enough time for the knock-in, folks. The hooter goes, the whistle goes. It is the end of the third chukker, and we cannot separate Ancora, Lamar and Bansali. We're tied here at 5 goals apiece. Well, welcome back to all of our Polo Line TV viewers on the live stream. Thousands of people watching this one. And what a good game to tune into, because we're locked at 5-5. It's been a great contest and a good battle between Ancora Bansali as they come out to start this fourth and potentially final chukker. The first of our 2 games here this afternoon at the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club, live and direct from Abu Dhabi in this Emirates Polo Championships International. The second game, AM Polo taking on Jangiri, and that will be from the Sheikh Zayed field at 4 p.m. local time. So it's going to be a knock-in. Riglos wriggled his way through the traffic, but he couldn't quite get that ball under his pony's neck and back towards goal. Rishi Bansali with some good defensive cover. And the ball was out of play. Possession will go back to Ariel Ponzi, who finds an under-the-neck shot pass out towards Santa Marina. Good blocking job there by Tom Brody, has allowed the 6-goal Argentine Santa Marina a little bit of space here, and he's asked this bay mare to run, and run she does. Oh, he can't pick up the bouncing ball, a vicious bounce there. And Tommy Uriarte was there. There is a whistle on the play. The ball came ricocheting back off the pony of Tommy Uriarte. Or was it Santa Marina's horse? Let's have a look. Tommy was there for a piece of the action. The umpires dropped the ball down, and it will be a penalty 5 in favour of the white shirts here, Ancora. Ball being teed up here by Tommy. Looks like he's going to circle round and take this. Alomran just having a chat with Santos, hatching a plan. Santos has gone long, and he wants it first time. Was he gone to block Santa Marina? There's the pass out towards Riglos. Tom Brody's going to have to deal with this on the near side, and he couldn't quite get the touch he was looking for. Rishi Bansali's there. So too is Jose Riglos. Rishi with a really good ride-off on the 6-goal Riglos, and that's allowed Brody to get a play in, but the backhander will reverse them once again, that time coming in from Santos. Paisa Ponzi looking for some angle there. Tommy. And Gonzalo Santa Marina with a really good ride-off and backhander there. It's a hard-fought game, this, as the 2 6-goalers come together once again. And Tom Brody tucked in behind his teammate, had his stick raised. Riglos trying to wriggle back to the left-hand side. But in doing so, it looks like he has conceded a penalty 5 spot hit. And a chance for Bansali to launch an attack of their own. flicks it forward. Santos comes across. Bit of a miss hit, but it's down into a good area, and it's found Tom Brodie. Tom. Pony seems to have gone into reverse. Brodie coming through. The Whites are marching downfield. Brodie tried to steal the ball. Ball was flicked on the near side there by the White player. Brodie came in and thought he was good to go offside. And the umpires are having a discussion about where they're going to go with this. And it looks like a 40-yard hit has been awarded. It's going to be a penalty 3. There's the replay. Tommy with his stick raised, getting the umpire's whistle. Here comes Riglos, looking for 6 goals to 5. And not the most convincing penalty, but it's across the line, and it's straight enough, and they all count, and the Whites do wrestle back the lead here. Ancora goes 6 goals to 5. A clash of sticks in the throw-in, and Rishi Bansali has jumped all over that, and he's come around the corner. He's got away from Tommy Uriarte, who's not sure if he's playing the miss or just dangling a stick down for the hook, but Rishi has done really well, and he's found good possession for his team. Santa Marina will have to come back towards his own goal and start again. He's under pressure there from Santos, but he's gone around the corner nicely here. Gonzalo Santamarina's gone beyond the last line of defence. Santa Marina is in on goal. He's eventually hooked out of it, and Santos has found a beautiful backhander through the traffic, and turning here is Riglos. Riglos with a glance over his shoulder, and he goes to the persuader. He's up over the halfway line. He's being tracked here by Tom Brodie. Riglos on the little mare. The approach shot looks pretty good, but Tom Brodie is back in defence and needs to find the backhander, and he does. Good work from Brodie. Santos drops in on that, looks over his shoulder, and decides to sweep this one forward and take on Ariel Ponzi. Santos Iriarte working hard here for Ancora. Santa Marina comes in, and he's taken the ball back here. And a nice little turn, and Santa Marina's pony has got the legs. It will potentially get away from Santos here, and he has done so. Santos coming in for the hook. Santa Marina with some good skills here. Whoa. Beautiful skills there by Gonzalo Santamarina. Khalil Alomran's found a nice backhander, and Tommy has muscled his way past Gonzalo Santamarina. Tommy Uriarte is in on goal. He's punched it long. It's gone left. He needs to set himself and come up with a cut shot here. Tommy still going. Oh, he's decided to play a little flick backhander in towards Riglos, and Riglos gets the flick under his pony's neck. He's got the score. And, well, 5 players having stopped in the centre of the field after contact between Tommy Uriarte and Gonzalo Santamarina. Play continued. And, well, some harsh words being said. It is the halfway point in this 4th chukker, an opportunity for the players to come off and change their ponies. The umpires will have a chat. But currently, the scoreboard reads 7 goals to 5 in favour of Ancora.
That's what we're just checking. It didn't look bad at the time, and yeah, you might feel differently, but we didn't look bad to us. That's how we played on. But if we've got a foul, we'll come back, okay? It's not much you can say. It's pointless. Yeah. Yeah, we can come back. Yes. Yeah. We're sort of. It's almost like you're playing a bit of advantage, you know. Saying, right, it doesn't look that bad. We'll see what happens here. If not, we're going to come back for a dangerous foul, maybe a yellow card, whatever. Was Tommy's contact good or bad? That's all I need to know. The contact from Tommy, is it good or is it bad? I'm not worried about Santos, I'm worried about the Tommy Uriarte contact. We just want a yes or a no, that's all. Okay, so we have a goal. Goal stands!
So we have a decision, and the decision is the goal stands, and Ancora have a bit of daylight. For the first time in this match, we have a 2-goal advantage to one of the teams, and it is the white shirts of Ancora. Still time here for Bansali, but they need to score next. Rishi picking up possession here from the throw-in, goes to the near side. His third throw-in that he's won there, Rishi Bansali, and Paisa Ponsi had the ball on his offside. He attracted the attentions of Khaled Al-Omran, who came ploughing in, and the umpire's whistle has stopped the clock here with 3:57. Just what Bansali wanted. They've got the stop on the clock, and they've got possession of the ball. Can they score from this drive and get some pressure back on Ancora? Santa Marina having a chat there with Tom Brody. Brody goes downfield. Gonzalo circles around here and takes a tap. Riglos will wait for him. Santa Marina leaves it there for Brody, who's tucked in behind and looped in. Tom Brody now sets himself. And, well, another whistle. It's scrappy. So the umpires will be looking at two things here. Did the ball carrier hit under his neck and into an opponent, or was the opponent moving into the right of way and blocking the shot? And on this occasion, it's gone in favour of the attacking team, and it's going to be a penalty 2. Just what Bansali and their fans want from this position. There's still plenty of time in the match, and a chance here for Gonzalo Santamarina to get within touching distance here. He's going to have a chance to reset the tee. Is he? No, he's going to circle round and try and strike this one through from the open goal penalty 2. He's gone for it with plenty of height and plenty of conviction, and in doing so he has cut the gap once again. Bansali hanging on in there. They needed to score that next goal, and they have done, and they've set this finale up absolutely brilliantly, because it's just a 1-goal game now. Ancora 7, Bansali 6. Possession is huge in this throw, and who's got it? It's popped out for Rishi, but Khaled is first to surface. A swing and a miss there from Al-Omran, but he's got some support here from Riglos, who turns back into the traffic, and he loses possession here to Santa Marina. Ponsi calls him off. Ponsi goes down to the ball on the boards there, and he's trying to wait for Tommy Uriarte to come out of the way. No foul as Ponce opens up the backhander. Santamarina with a nice turn. But he's been outdone here by Riglos, and Riglos has escaped with the ball. Riglos launching that one high and long, and Tommy Ariati has found himself in acres of space as he's gone beyond Paisa Ponce. Tommy Ariati here with the approach shot. Can Tommy steal the deal here for the Whites? He's been hooked out of it. Brody comes back in defence, and Rishi is there, and Rishi will watch the ball trickle out of play. Ponce's just checking his pony, and the attack has broken down and wide to the right. Well, the whistle stops the clock with 2:23 remaining. Let's have a look at the replay here. And it's going to be a knock-in. And the Orange is just having a chat down there and coming up with a plan of their own. Can they get downfield and score an equaliser here? That one's gone out towards Gonzalo Santamarina, who tucks it back towards Tom Brody. Nice little laid back hand pass to Brody, who fizzes it back into the pass of Santamarina, but well positioned here is Riglos. Riglos with a hook there on Santamarina. Rishi Bansali has read the situation very well, and he's nudged it forward, and forward enough to find Paisa Ponce. Ponce is in on goal, he switches to the near side. Rishi Bansali is crunched out of the way there by Santos, and Santos will turn the play here for Amancora and launch an attack of their own. Riglos couldn't get on the end of it. Brody is there. Tom Brody gets a little bit of luck there from the pony, but Santos once again with a well-timed ride off the two number twos coming together, and a whistle there as Brody tried to steal the ball away. This one's gone in favour of the Whites. Tense moments here in this fourth and potentially final chukker. Like we're going to have a change of ponies allowed for Ancora have gone off to their corner. It's going to be a penalty 5 spot hit in favour of the white shirts, and a bit of game management from Ancora here should see them over the line. They've got 1 minute and 5 seconds on the clock, provided the scores remain the same. Of course, if Bansali equalise, we will be playing that extra 30 seconds. Play is called. Here we go. It's all about this play. Tommy taps it forward. Paisa Ponce comes across to him. Breaking out to the left-hand side is Riglos, and Riglos has found some space on the far side of the field, and he's just going to try and wind down the clock and get this ball as far downfield as he can. He's absolutely smashed it. It's gone very high. In fact, it hasn't gone very far at all. Brody comes in with a waft on the near side, but the whistle has gone. And could that be the play? Because they are marching their way down towards the scoreboard end of the field, which can only mean one thing. And Ancora will be teeing the ball up here from 30 yards. And Riglos with an opportunity here from a close range penalty. There's the foul that has been blown, and Riglos surely from here will seal the deal. Sets himself, and he's too good to miss from that range. Riglos strokes it through. It's a painful one for Bansali, because as the clock ticks down to 1 minute and 7 seconds, they go behind once again by 2 goals. It's 8 goals to 6. Pops out the back. Josecito Riglos hooked out of it there by Santamarina. Brody with a good punch downfield under his pony's neck. Santa Marina is in on goal, and he will find the approach shot. Steadies the pony. Santa Marina once again showing his skills on the run. He's got the score, but it's going to be too little too late for Bansali. They've been done here by Ancora. A really good match between these two very good 12-goal sides, but it's the white shirts of Ancora who have run out the winners over Bansali by the score of 7-8. The chucker by chucker progression, well, it was nip and tuck, wasn't it, all the way through. Ancora with the advantage. At the end of the first, they were 2-1 ahead. At half-time, it was 4-3 to the Whites. The game was tied at the end of the third, 5-5. We couldn't separate them. And then 3 goals for Ancora and just 2 for Bansali in that fourth and final chucker. And gives us the final score, 8-7. Let's have a look at the match stats for this one. As we see some beautiful shots of the Sultan bin Zayed field here in Abu Dhabi. Ancora Lamar, field goals, 3 to Bansali's 2. The throw-ins, 8-6 in favour of Ancora. Some good work in the throw-in from Rishi Bansali, who got 3 for his team. But fouls, wow, look at that. 20 fouls in the game. 11 by the orange team, Bansali, and 9 conceded by Ancora. Penalties, 4 out of 4 and 5 out of 5. A lot of those were close-range penalties, penalties 2 and 3. So you'd expect players of that quality to be tucking them away. There were no corners and no yellow cards in the game. Let's have a look at the goals of the match on the highlights reel. Riglos. Nothing Rishi Bansali could do to stop the 6-goal Argentine on that occasion. And this was a lovely long-range goal by Khalid Al-Omran. He'll be very pleased with that. And here, once again, Riglos working the ball away from Santa Marina, round the corner and across the line. So that's all we've got time for from our first match. Make sure you are tuned in for the 4 p.m. local time clash. We're going to move to the Sheikh Zayed field, where we're going to be licking our lips to watch AM Polo taking on Jangiri. That's the 4 p.m. game, live and direct from the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. Make sure you're tuned in. We'll see you then.